Hi everyone, this is Kim from Expression Artworks, and today I'm going to be making some fabric hearts. I have two different sizes that I pre-cut out. I have the smaller size and the larger size that's next to it, and I just used muslin fabric. So what I'm doing first is I'm painting my smaller hearts with folk art acrylic paint in rose pink, and I wound up adding some water to it just to dilute it, just because I didn't want it going on so heavy, and I decided that instead of thoroughly painting the hearts, I wanted to leave some of the fabric showing, just giving it a little bit of that rustic distressed look. So after I did that, I put them to the side, and I decided to continue with my larger heart. So that I didn't want to paint, I just wanted to leave it natural. And what I'm doing here is I'm taking the hot glue and I'm going around the edges, but you don't want to get too close to the edges because you don't want that glue to come out. So as you're lining it with glue, maybe go in about 1/4 of an inch, just kind of bordering the heart, and that'll kind of help prevent the glue from seeping out. Then when you're almost done sealing it, you could take your polyfill and start filling it. And with this, you could put as much or as little as you want, depending on how puffy you like your project to be. And then I'm just going to finish sealing up that little area. I decided to add a little bit more in just to fill it out. And then as you're sealing it up, always make sure to go back and just check for any little openings like I had right here at the bottom. And then you could play with it and puff it out as you like. So then I went back and I took my small heart that I previously painted, and I did the same process, just going along the edges but not too close, sealing most of it up and then adding your polyfill. I had so much fun making these. As a matter of fact, I wound up cutting out a few more that I'll be working on. But what's fun about this is you could use any type of fabric, and it could be solid patterns, and just have fun with it. I decided that I wanted to make this for my own Valentine's decor, and I wound up putting them in a basket, and they look really cute. So from here, I have this beautiful vintage lace that I got from a thrift store recently, and I decided I wanted to embellish the heart and not cover the whole thing, but just the middle to the bottom. And I thought it just tied in really nicely together, especially with the soft pink. And then once I had my lace on, I decided that I wanted to connect the two hearts, with the smaller heart being on the top of the bigger heart. So I went ahead and I glued that on. And then I wound up adding them to a basket. And like I said, there's just so much fun to make. So I hope you enjoyed this, and you'll make your own fabric hearts. Thanks for watching.